Unfolding the Engwe EP-2 Boost for the first time, it immediately feels like one of those bikes that wants to go out and play. Chunky frame, big knobby tires, that classic folding fat bike silhouette. It looks tough right out of the box. But when you start inspecting the details, the first impressions become somewhat mixed. The bike doesn't arrive spotless. Mine came a little dirty, and the front fork actually needed assembly. For an experienced rider, that's not the end of the world, but for a casual consumer, it's definitely a little risk. The stand feels cheap, like it's one wrong lean away from giving up. And that front light, it's so small and underwhelming, it feels like an afterthought. These little things don't exactly inspire confidence. But once you climb on and start pedaling, the EP-2 Boost quickly redeems itself. The air suspension fork is genuinely impressive at this price. You can adjust it softer or stiffer, or even lock it out completely, and the difference on the road is night and day. Small bumps get smoothed out, and on rougher terrain, the fork gives you the control and comfort you need to keep riding without slowing down. It feels like a feature from a more expensive bike. The real highlight, though, is the torque sensor. On most budget foldable fat bikes, you're stuck with cadence sensors that lag, making the ride feel jerky or disconnected. Even on Engwe's previous Boost models, this has been an issue. Here, the response is immediate. Push on the pedals, and the motor is right there with you, smooth and natural. It gives the EP-2 Boost a premium feel that you don't expect at this level, and it makes every ride more enjoyable, whether you're in the city or hitting gravel paths. The motor itself delivers power in a way that feels quite balanced. You don't get that raw surge of speed that some riders crave, but instead a controlled assist that blends well with your own pedaling. It's a bike you ride, not a machine that drags you along. This is a huge leap forward compared to a lot of other bikes, including Engwe's own previous models. Practical details are a mixed bag. The key slot under the frame is awkward. Reaching down every time to start the bike isn't convenient. The charging port is also poorly positioned, a low and exposed hole drilled in a welding line, which makes plugging in feel a bit cheap. And the rear rack, while solid enough for carrying bags or cargo, isn't really designed for passengers. The height is too low, and it doesn't inspire confidence for doubling up, even though many fat bike riders will want to. On the road, the tires give you tons of grip with their thick tread pattern. They're excellent off-road, handling dirt and gravel with ease, but like all knobby fat tires, they roar loudly on pavement. It's part of the character of the bike. You get capability, but you also get the soundtrack. The saddle is fairly comfortable, and the overall riding position feels casual and approachable. Nothing extreme, nothing aggressive. It's a bike you can comfortably cruise on for prolonged periods of time. The simple display does its job without any fuss. And while this color option is a bit safe, the other colors, orange and a surprisingly nice grey look, a decent bit better. So what's the takeaway? The Engwe EP-2 Boost is rough around the edges, no doubt about it. The small light, the flimsy stand, the slightly messy finish, they're reminders that this is still a budget bike. But the things that matter most, the ride feel, the suspension, and that excellent torque sensor, are done right. It's fun, it's capable, and it feels a step above many of its folding fat bike competitors. Thanks for tuning in, and a big shout out to Engwe for letting me try out this bike. If you're interested in checking out the EP-2 Boost, there's a link in the description below. Until next time, make sure to ride far, ride fast, and ride forward. Cheers.